Yo, 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 guys, it's me, Bash. I screwed up this week. Me and RainyDay, aka Optimus Prime from State 70 EQS Clan and State 25 KNI, I call it. We had a great interview. Unfortunately, my audio isn't the best. I was muted for partial of the video. That's my bad. We were doing some technical things. I'm on the road this week, as well as there's a lot of feedback from Rainy's audio. So I'm going to bring him back on later on after this supposed July update that looks like it's an August update. But there is some good points here. I'm going to edit them, going to toss them out that way. So jumping in and out. If you see Rainy or Optimus on Discord, give him a shout out. Chit chat with him. You can learn a lot. I've learned a lot from him, and I'm just a mini dolphin, guys. So just remember this. Hope you guys enjoy this little snippet. And like I said, I'm going to get him on for a good 30 or 45-minute interview, and we can talk more about the game later. Cheers.
You know, they have
You're allowed to. You're allowed to. It's okay. It's okay.
But that's what my vision of that state versus state was going to be. Even if it was just a 2v2 or 1v1 but on a different map sort of thing. Not necessarily state versus state.
I'm very, like, for me, there's a lot that goes behind the game that people need to remember is most of the time whales and dolphins, they're not the ones being strategic. So building is so crucial in these games. And what's happening with this game is building is irrelevant after you capture all your facilities. There's no real point to build anymore in this game. So about 50%, I would say 50%, but 25% of the players, they come on here because it's a mad scramble to build banners and HQs and tundras in different areas. And once you remove that aspect of the game, some people just, they used to log on daily or they used to check their Discord, be like, hey, we're building today. And they would help out, they'd assist. Yeah, and some people, literally, I don't know how many times you're flooded with screenshots on your phone, but you're drawing arrows or paths the way you should build. And I haven't taken a screenshot of a map forever to say, hey, let's build this way to this facility, because it's just not needed anymore. The only screenshots I've done, the latest screenshot, and this has been a while, and this is getting a revamp. It's your least favorite event, which is Binkus's favorite event, which is funny. Your least favorite event is the Foundry. You can explain a little bit why on
that. I don't like the Foundry, funny enough, for the pure fact of why they're actually changing it and doing their tweaks to it. But just for the pure fact of only having 30 people allowed to start and then 10 subs that can come in and out throughout the mode. Say if a few people start getting zeroed, then you can bring in some other people, not necessarily to fight, but more or less to take the load off of picking up the bullets and whatever when they drop. But the good thing is the reason why I hate the mode is they're actually changing it and doing a flip on the mode and making more people. So I will, after that update comes, and it is much better to play with, whether it be double the people or an extra 15 people or whatever it may be, then I will probably have that close to being, I wouldn't say my favourite event, but definitely up there. Because I do like Foundry, it's just stale. It's just load in the map, wait for the countdown, hit the first building, if you're strong enough or whatever, or you're a whale, or you're a whale, or you're a dolphin, you run to the other side, take theirs, back and forth, wait for center to open, take center, hold center, or if you want to do it a different strategy-wise, which I don't want to divulge too much on ours, but you might wait till the very end if they have it, and then boom, take it, take all the points, flip the points, them being in front of you now being in front, wait for the game mode to be done, and then go back, collect your rules. And there's nothing else to do, back to normal stuff. It's cool that they're going to probably add more people, but in my opinion, if they're going to add more people, it should be a longer event. It should be more than 1 hour. It should maybe be 90 minutes or 2 hours. and there should be more buildings. That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
Add more people, and there should be more to do on the map.
I'm not sure if you're paying attention to the chat, but maybe
No.
you and Turbulence are thinking the same way. But Turbulence just recommended 100 people in Foundry would be chaotic and fun. So I'm not sure if he's saying 100 people from each clan or 50 and 50. Yeah, you know what?
Well, it's pretty much, once the update comes, it's going to be close to be 100 people. It's going to be very much near it. It's going to be a lot more than there is now, I'll put it that way. From what I know. I can't say too much because I don't know what's public and what's not public, but I will say this, Foundry is going to be better than what it is now. But yeah, adding the extra people is cool and all, but I think they still need to fine-tune the event itself and maybe change it a little. Maybe add a few more buildings, make the map a little bigger or something. I don't know if they can or are able to, how integrated the coding is into the game for that, because it's been in since pretty much the beginning. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. If they're going to if they add more people, then there should be more time on the event, because an hour is still too short, especially with like pretty much in and out. A lot of people, a lot of killing, a lot of this, a lot of that, and then within an hour you're done. Like, it's 1 hour, in my opinion, is just too short. It should be at least 2 hours. And then more buildings. That's just, I don't want to ramble on too much about it, but yeah, that's my opinion.
It's kind of almost backwards for me. It's like, I guess like 2 hours of battle. I don't know. Like, so the 1 hour battling, I find the time good. It just, how to say this? It would be more like kind of, you end up with more players wanting to play, right? So adding the players is crucial. But a lot of games have already figured this out. A lot of players have played these mobile games. Like I think it's funny because most people that complain in Evil, I sent a message out right away, and I'm pretty strict. Like, listen, guys, every kind of game you play has an event like this, and the 30 players. I don't want to be rude, but you guys are wanting to win, so your whales have to be included. And then the next 25 people are going to be people who are dedicated, and they got to be online. And then there's a cut sheet, and I'm not scared. Like, I can cut myself, so I've cut myself from the Foundry, and I'm not saying I've lost the joy in playing it, but we ended up with I think we played D1 3 times, so the latest go, I didn't even go. I think twice I haven't fought D1. I'm definitely interested in fighting 7DS. Bang and Ying, I think they'd be a good clan to fight against. But like, the matchmaking is what pissed me off the most about the Foundry.
That is the whole issue.
Everyone,
in my opinion, matchmaking in any game is never going to be perfect. Take Call of Duty for instance. They've never had proper matchmaking, and it's too fine-tuned. They shouldn't even have it. They should just abolish it, like everyone asks for. It's quote-unquote skill-based matchmaking. Like, it's very similar to this game. They need to just not necessarily abolish matchmaking, because obviously how are you going to get other states, because it's not the same sort of frame of game, but like, it needs to be fine-tuned properly. There needs to be a bracket of 20 states, say 10 up, 10 below. Obviously you're number one, so that'll have to be a bit different. So they could clump a group of states that are along the same power or not far, and then matchmake from those states. I don't know how their matchmaking system is working in this game, but it needs to be fine-tuned. It's just kind of, you've fought the same clan, 3 times now already. How is that supposed to even work?
I think the Alliance Championship and Foundry should be tied together. Maybe 2 parts. And that's how you kind of base people, because you move up, and that's right there how you're getting your
that's a
ranking.
Good idea. They could use the Alliance Championship to start with. And that could be like a 1 week thing or a 3-day thing where you know, day one you fight your 5 others or however many it is. And then the next day it's a different set, then it's a different set, and then you get a ranking from that, and then you matchmake from that pool. Of all the states that were in it from day 1 to day 3, no matter what power they are. Yes, you might get the lowest one here or there, but like it's still going to be almost 30 different states, or almost 20 different states, including yours. So yeah, that could be a cool idea.
Eventually, I think it'd start evening itself out. You know what? We'd be ending up fighting.
Yeah.
We'd be fighting state 1, but we'd have no issue. You know what? The funnest thing would be is sometimes fighting your own state at no repercussions. Most people got to understand the Foundry. How cool it would be for state 1 to fight someone from state 1, and me and Maz go head to head, and we aren't even scared of losing our troops. You know, like that's what the funnest part would be. You're battling your friends. And I think it's silly that Evil can't fight someone from state 1, because most people have to understand, they always see Evil at the top of the power rankings, but our strongest players, like of our server, like this number 2 guy is definitely in Ben, and then number 3 right now is probably in WHW. So like there's beasts there.
A nice spread of people.
Yeah, we're missing out on some good battles, and it helped.
I think that'll eventually happen. Yeah, I think it'll happen eventually, but only when they change the matchmaking pool or the ranking system from which they pull from to matchmake, and to end up deciding which alliance you end up fighting in the game mode. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's too many different things to sort of feed into. There is a lot that's good about the game, core of it and events, and there's also a lot that needs to definitely be fine-tuned and fixed or changed, because it's just not at its full potential. Like Foundry, I think after the update, it'll be very, very, in my opinion, it'll be probably 90% to its potential. Maybe they don't add a longer time. Maybe they just add more to do in the event for that hour, because there'll be whether or not more people. Just so it's not going to be the same. They could change it up. It could be a different set of buildings. It could be a different set of bonuses. I don't know. That'd be too much of a can of worms to go into for Foundry, but at least the update that they're coming with will definitely be a big benefit, because 30 people is just, like if you say, for the sake of it, you have a full 100 people that are actually active, regardless of their power, 70 of them miss out. Or at least 60 if you can get the 10 in and you can swap them in and out for the last, 20 minutes. Or the first 20 minutes. And then the last 20 minutes is obviously the pinnacle of the match. But, however that works. But, 40 people, it leaves a lot of people without rewards. I don't even do Foundry anymore, because I'm not strong. I'm 66 mil power. I'm pretty much able to start building Fire Crystal 2. I'm saving it, obviously, for SPS, so I can just max full complete Fire Crystal 2 then. But, I don't need Foundry rewards. It doesn't really benefit me. Alliance Championship does, because I can stock up.
That's part of the problem, right? You know, the rewards for the events. I think everything needs to be it's an overhaul that needs to happen. And I've been telling them for a while. Trying to hammer them on the codes, because it's ridiculous how long the codes still haven't been. I don't even want to get too far into that, but
I think they're just trying to take their time to be safe and not lose the game on the Apple Store, because Apple they don't play around. If they want to take a game off the store, look what happened to Fortnite.
Yes.
They were like, nope,